is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, we got our best beginner's guide for the brand new pay-to-earn mobile game, Dekaron G. This is a game from wemix. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video for more amazing mobile games. This is actually, I will say, this is one of the better play-to-earn games I have played. But this game has definitely surprised me. We got a bunch of tips, tricks to go over. I highly suggest you do check this out, not even for the pay to earn aspect, just if you want to try a new MMORPG game. It is pretty fun in that aspect. All right, first thing I want to go over is we are in game, and this is one of the most important things, is to utilize your time appropriately, because you're gonna always have these buffs on the bottom right corner. You'll see I have these quick slotted. We have food, we have some scrolls. All these are just various buffs that will increase our attack speed, move speed, attack damage. You pretty much need to always have these active, so that way you can just get the most value out of farming monsters, especially when you get to like later in the game. Right now I gotta destroy like 33 monsters. It can be very grindy, so you definitely need to always use these. The problem you're gonna face is the fact that once you use one of these, the timers in the top left corner under your character's level, you'll see that like it'll last for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Those timers just keep ticking whether you are in combat or not. So because of that, when you are doing your main quests, you'll notice that your character is just gonna run from one area to the next as soon as you click on it. Like, see how I click on it? My character just starts running to the area. Now I'm already in the area where the monsters are, so this isn't a problem for me. But when you're doing things like you're going from one NPC to another, or you gotta travel from one area to another, what you really need to do to cut down that travel time is teleport, and it's completely free for your main quest lines. Now, in order to activate that free teleportation, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna click on the little arrow in the top right corner next to where it has your main objective. If you click this, it will open up the teleport menu. You'll see paid amount. This time it will be free. This is how much money, currency, I think it's called like DIL, D-I-L. This is how much DIL I have, so it will not even cost me any to teleport. So you need to be doing this, that way you'll get more value for your buffs and scrolls that you use. Next thing I want to mention is to do your side quest tutorials. They will show up in this blue text. You'll see this one, we have use meisters, then we have performing pledge quests. You want to make sure you do these as much as you can. There are going to be some points where you can't do them, and you kind of got to progress through the game a bit more. Something like successfully increase your Meister's potential, you're gonna need that like pay to earn currency, so it's really hard. You're not gonna be able to do this right away. But early game, there's other ones where it says like it teaches you how to set up hotkeys for your different abilities, your buffs, how to turn on like the Good Samaritan ability thing, which is like the little tuxedo in the bottom left corner. I'm kind of in the way, but there's this little like tuxedo icon, and it just means that when you're attacking monsters, you will not attack a monster that's being attacked by somebody else. Just little things like that. But what I'm going to suggest is that you also read the tutorial when you do it, because after you read it once, you cannot read it again. Like, you'll see that I went ahead and it says like perform pledge quests. If I click this, you'll see it is not automatically done. And even if I click the little hourglass to try and get more information, it will not even give me more information. So the very first time, it'll walk you through it. It'll give you like a little demonstration tutorial, and it'll have some text pop up. Do not skip that text. Make sure you read it, so that way you understand what you need to do in order to complete that tutorial mission. Otherwise, a lot of people, and I'm sure this is gonna happen, they're gonna have all these blue quests set up, and they don't know what they need to do in order to fulfill them. And you really want to do it, especially early game, because these give you rewards. I did a bunch of them already, and it gave me a lot of these like buff scrolls. I got a bunch of these to increase my attack power. I got a bunch of these defensive scrolls. It gave me some food. It gave me a lot of these consumable acceleration potions. So there's just a lot of like freebies that it gives you early on if you just do those blue quests. Next thing I'm going to mention, very early game when you start off, buy as many skills as you can. When you first start off the game, you'll start off with about 610,000 dill, which is the currency, and you can go ahead and you can buy yourself some skills. This is very, very important early game because you don't want to go around and just be basic attacking everything, because at that point it becomes a ridiculous grind to try and kill like 20 or even 30 monsters. So you want to buy as many of those skills as possible and make sure you buy the ones appropriate for the class you're going to use. One thing that you can do in this game is you aren't really necessarily locked into one class. You have the ability to come over to trans up, play whatever class you want to play as long as you have the card for it. So that's another thing that I'm also going to mention is make sure you keep as many different types of weapons that you want in case you do want to change classes. So don't go into here and let's say I got a bunch of these whips unlocked. Don't sell all of them unless you're 100% sure that you are going to commit to one specific class, which I kind of do suggest you do commit to one class and not kind of fool around and switch back and forth, because it can be kind of hard to build out a character that way. But let's go to the skills area, the NPC. We're going to click next to the little present box in this top left corner near our map. And this is going to bring up our NPC list. So we are going to go to the skill book merchant. We're going to click this and we are going to auto navigate to that area. You'll see that we got all these different skill books that we can buy. Again, just make sure you buy it for the appropriate class that you want to play as. So for me, I am playing as the archer class. So we'll scroll down. You'll see I already bought some of these, as well as the guided shot and the triple arrow. So you're just going to come in here early game and just try and buy as many of these as you can. Also, if you click and hold on it, it will tell you specifically what that skill will do. There are some that are passive skills and there are some that are active skills that you need to equip, and they'll go ahead and they'll use mana. Try and look out for the ones that are kind of passive first. They are a bit expensive though, like this guided shot one. This one right here increases our ranged accuracy by 1. But it was 525,000, but I did go ahead and get that. You just come in here and just click and look. We'll see increased crit rate by aiming at the weak spots, ranged crit. So this is a really good one that I need to buy. So I'm going to just click on this. We're going to add it. We're going to confirm our purchase. Then we are going to go back into our backpack. We are then going to double click. We are going to consume this. And then we are going to go into our skills. And it should show up right here. We have critical fire and it is a passive ability, so we don't even need to equip it. It's not going to cost us any mana. We're just getting that extra 5% crit range, which is really, really important. If you do happen to choose something like the archer class, you will be consuming arrows, and there are different types of arrows. So you're going to run out of these fairly fast depending on how much you grind. So you're going to need to buy more. So you're probably wondering, well, where do I buy the arrows? So again, you're going to go into the town. We're going to look for the NPCs and we're going to go to the general goods merchant. We're going to click on this. This will auto navigate us. And there's a bunch of different ones. I'm going to suggest that you buy the higher tier arrows. You'll see that I bought, I had like 14 or 15,000 of these. They're fairly cheap. The currency in this game isn't too bad. We'll go down here and you'll see we have steel arrows, silver arrows, and the mithril arrows. I know I'm kind of in the way, so it's a bit hard for you to see. You'll notice that the mithril arrows are the best. It'll not only increase your attack power by 5, but also your accuracy by 1. Accuracy is ridiculously important in this game. If you have not noticed, especially when you get not even that deep in the game, we're only level 23, and your characters are going to have a lot of missed attacks. You'll sit there and you'll watch your character farm monsters and then they'll just say, miss, miss, miss. Yeah, and you just keep, your attacks just keep missing. Accuracy is so important. If you have bad accuracy, the game will punish you severely. And at that point, you're wasting arrows, you're wasting mana, you're just wasting time. So very, very important stat to look out for. Came in here and I bought like 14,000 when I first started the game. And then I immediately just equipped those. That's another thing, is you need to make sure you click equipped. Otherwise, it'll still use your old arrows. This is also where you can go ahead and buy magic stones as well. You're going to need these in order to cast certain skills. The thing you want to do is you want to go to your menu and go to your shop. and you want to watch ads to get buffs. Now, I do not see it on the PC client version, so I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe it doesn't show up on the PC version, but I know on the mobile version when I was playing it earlier today, if you go into the shop, there is a specific spot where it just says ads, and you'll watch ads in order to get buffs, and the buffs will last like 6 hours. And you can do those up to 4 times each. There's one that'll increase your attack, and every time you watch an ad for 30 seconds, it'll increase your attack by 1. You can do it up to 4 times per day, so that's 4 extra attack points. There is one for your speed, which you can increase your speed by 5% up to a maximum of 20%. And then accuracy, another very important one. You can increase your accuracy by 1 every time up to a maximum of 4. My big suggestion is to watch the ads for the attack and the accuracy one. The speed one isn't necessarily as important because you're usually going to be doing your teleportation a lot, so the movement speed doesn't help out a lot. It's mostly the attack and the accuracy that is important. There is also one that will let you watch 2 ads, and it'll give you 2 items to help upgrade your equipment, your weapon, and then there's one to increase your gear, like defensive stats as well. But yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show up on the PC client. That's pretty interesting. But it does show up on the mobile version. Since we're here, I might as well tell you about the 2 best packs to buy in this game. If I was to spend any money, it would be, you're gonna go into the event area under premium, and this omnipotent essence for 30 days. This is 100% one of the best buys for $12. We checked this out. You're getting all of these buffs for 30 days, 1 month. Movement speed 5%, that's nice. But most importantly, this is increasing your attack speed 10%, cast speed 10%, MP recovery by 10. MP recovery is so important. Additional attack power 5, damage reduction 5, and Inkar's blessing accumulation gain by 10%. If you are someone who's out there and you want to do the whole pay to earn and you want to get a lot of that currency, this will help you out a tremendous amount. It is a very good buy. It's only $12 for 30 days. Again, though, this is if you're planning on playing for 30 days. If you're only going to play this game for a couple days or a week and then you decide you don't like it, don't waste your money. This is if you are going to be playing for a long time, then this is a #1 buy. The other #1 buy is if we go down to consumables, again under premium. Inkar's Grace for 30 days. This would be the second pack I would buy, $26.99. This is, again, a 30-day buff. It's going to increase your combat XP by 20%, so you're going to level up a lot faster than other people. Additional dill acquired plus 50%, which is very important. It's going to help you buy arrows if you are an archer. It's going to help you buy more of those skills and just buy a lot of different things because you're going to be acquiring a lot of that currency faster. And then again, Inkar's blessing points received plus 30%. So pairing these 2 up, this $26.99 and then the $11.99, those 2 pretty much will set you a far away. I would stay away from these 99. These cheap packs are such crap. I went ahead, I bought one of these 99-cent packs, and it was a complete waste. You get like 40 diamonds, and there's like barely anything for you to even spend your 40 diamonds on. Like a lot of these cheap packs, they are not worth it. 99-cent Novus, $2, like, do not waste it. If you want to spend money, buy those 2 packs that I mentioned. But again, it is for the long haul. You got to keep playing for 30 days at least to get that full benefit. But that is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. If you have any additional questions, leave them down below and I'll try and answer. Stay happy, stay safe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.